But first, the earth shake in the earth-breaking news involving Ida. Tornadoes, flash flooding, and water rescues. The Northeast getting hammered by what is left of Ida. Once a Category 4 hurricane when it slammed into Louisiana this week. Since then causing massive damage and breaking records. States of emergency declared in several cities and states. The remnants of Ida slamming the Northeast.
Mother Nature will do whatever she wants, and she is really angry tonight.
The streets of New York look like rivers. In Harlem, in Queens.
I'm very, very worried about what's happening out on the roads.
Below ground, too, the subways inundated. So are a number of homes. This was the first flash flood emergency ever issued by the National Weather Service for New York City. And then a travel ban for all non-emergency vehicles until 5 a.m. in New Jersey.
I've never witnessed something like this before in my life.
In Mullica Hill, debris twisting up in a tornado. A number of homes were damaged, some of them destroyed.
It's like a war zone. There's the one house over there, there's nothing left of it.
In Newark, after the all-time wettest day on record, cars underwater. Wow. This family's basement in Maplewood, the furniture stacked up as toys float by. In Passaic, water rescue teams had to be called out.
We have too many areas where the flooding has gotten so bad that cars are stuck and we have bodies underwater. We are now retrieving bodies.
In Connecticut, this was a highway. Bridgeport police warning people to stay off the roads, reporting a dozen cars underwater. Ida inundating the Northeast, and she's not done yet. So let's break it down with some of the brightest minds in politics. We'll talk about what Washington is doing, or perhaps not doing. Democrat Avis Jones De Weever and journalist and GW Professor Jesse Holland, both are here in Washington. So Avis, I'll begin with you. And my question is this. We spent 5 years debating infrastructure, and we are still now awaiting that bill from Congress. As someone living through this latest bout with extreme weather, are you convinced that what's going to come out of Washington will address what is happening across this country?
You know, I certainly hope so. I'm really very thankful that we have an administration in office that believes in climate change and understands the science behind it and is not trying to either hide information or spread disinformation, and instead is trying to tackle it head on. We definitely need to stop twiddling our thumbs. I mean, the time is not on our side with this issue, clearly. With weather getting more and more extreme with each passing year that we are not addressing this issue with everything that we have, this is no longer an issue that we can say we can just pass the buck on to our children and our grandchildren. Clearly, people are dying in those floods today. We need to do more right now in order to make some changes, make the changes that are necessary to in some way mitigate the damage that's already been done.
Jesse, Infrastructure Week, as you know, became a running joke during the Trump administration. And in fact, one party, the Republican Party, still does not even recognize climate change as being real. The UN actually out with a report warning us earlier this year that the clock is running out. My question to you is, do you think Congress will act soon enough to prevent disaster?
Well, first of all, as someone who has watched Congress for years, I'm surprised that Congress is actually doing anything, because if it's taken so long for them to even take what, frankly, is not a big step with infrastructure right now, we're just catching up on the things that we should have been doing 20 years ago. So I think we have to be very appreciative that this Congress and this administration is doing anything right now. But as we move forward to the future, we're going to have to revisit this issue, or we're going to see more and more of what happened with Hurricane Katrina, Superstorm Sandy, and now Hurricane Ida happening over and over in the United States.
Avis, it has been 63 years since the issue of climate change was first raised. It has been 16 years, as Jesse just pointed out, since Hurricane Katrina, and also since Al Gore's An Inconvenient Truth that said, guess what? We're going to see severe storms, we're going to see coastal flooding, we're going to see forest fires that are hotter, and summers that are hotter, and winters that are colder. What will it take to break the fever in Washington to finally get them to do something? I know that there is that infrastructure bill in the Senate, but that's almost like saying you need repairs done on your house 63 years ago, and then 63 years later they come and say, okay, we're ready.
That's exactly what it's like, unfortunately. And it seems to me that meaningful, substantial investment in the American people and definitely in our climate, no pun intended, moves at a glacial pace in Washington, D.C. It barely moves at all. And in fact, I would argue that when we have a Republican controlled White House and Congress, it seems as if everything is done in their power to absolutely undermine it. I mean, it wasn't so long that you had a Republican governor of Florida outlaw the use of the term climate change. They don't even want to mention it. And so the sad thing is that when you have one part of the political spectrum which continues to want to ignore this issue, when the implications of what we have done is staring us right in the face, when the tragedies that we're seeing right now, and you have another party get big, but still is not moving, I would argue, with the level of urgency that we need, because there is still this sort of dying desire for bipartisanship, which keeps us stuck. I just wish that the Democrats had the same level of urgency when they're in power to get stuff done, just get stuff done by any means necessary, that the Republicans do. Because we can't wait to convince a side that wants to claim that this problem doesn't even exist to, first of all, acknowledge the problem, much less act on it.
Jesse, I know this is going to sound like a dumb question. I get paid to ask all of these dumb questions, but why is this so hard in Washington? I mean, if you ask anybody, they will tell you the summers are getting hotter, the winters are getting longer and wetter. They'll tell you that there are forest fires burning out west. They'll tell you that Superstorm Sandy, I got it right, was not the exception, because we're looking at it again this morning, that Katrina was not the last, that Maria almost destroyed Puerto Rico. I can keep going on and on. Why is this so hard in Washington?
Oh, Dell, well, it's very simple, because for years we've considered climate change to be a poor person's problem, because the wealthy think that they will survive in their skyscrapers and they can get on their private jets and they can leave the areas that climate change is going to affect. They don't expect to see themselves on a flooded subway. They don't expect to see themselves in a city in a basement apartment that's flooding. They expect to see themselves at the top of the skyscraper looking down, or in their private planes leaving. Now, they get worried when you start talking about beach erosion and them losing their beachside mansions. But the majority of climate change, for years, has not been seen as a wealthy person's problem. It's only being seen as a poor person's problem. But now, as we see more and more of these storms, these wildfires, these mudslides, they're beginning to affect everyone. And sooner or later, we're going to see them wake up and realize that it is a human problem, not a poor person's problem.
Avis, can I be more cynical and say that it's also a young people's problem? And we were talking about abortion in the opening of the show, and the average age of the Senate, the average age of the House, the fact that it's male versus female, but it's also old versus young. And young people are the ones that are going to have to deal with this, and old people are the ones right now that get to make all the decisions.
That is 1,000% true. I am the mother of two, and my youngest is 18. And I asked him, honestly, not too far out of the sort of George Floyd travesty, what did he believe was the most important issue facing him and his generation? And I was expecting him to say police brutality, and he said climate change. So it's definitely an issue that I believe young people are much more cognizant of, because they understand that this is an inheritance that they never asked for, that they're going to have to deal with one way or the other. And it's exceedingly selfish for those of us. I'm just going to say it. We're just counting on the fact that we're going to die before things get really bad. Okay. It's really so selfish for those of us to be that short-sighted to say, if during my time, if I don't have to worry about it getting too much worse than this, then I'm going to kick the can down the road and expect my children and my grandchildren to figure out how they're going to survive. That is the utmost of selfishness. And I really implore those individuals who have the power to do something about this now to utilize that power. It's irresponsible, and it is the least loving thing that you can do for those children and grandchildren that you have today or will have in the future that you claim that you love.
Oh, and I also forgot to add in one other factor, COVID. Diseases will be more severe and more widespread. I want to thank both of you for being with us.